Time for me to welcome everybody to Boston College's first Faculty Feud tonight, where we've got the information systems team going up against the business analytics team. So first, I'm Jacob Pels, and it's going to be my pleasure to allow the info systems team to introduce themselves to all the lovely people at Boston College watching this tonight. So let's get started.
Hi, my name is Jerry Kane. I am the captain of the information systems team here tonight.
I'm Anna Karpovsky, and I'm second to captain, but could have been a captain, I guess.
You're more qualified than I am, I guarantee.
Of course.
I'm George Weiner. These are my light blocking glasses. I am ready to rock and roll.
I'm Sam Ransboth. I'm also information systems, and I'm massively intimidated by all this.
That's honesty you can't get anywhere else. But now it's time to meet the business analytics team.
Steph, you're on mute.
There you go. 10 points off right there.
Yep, already starting strong.
Did you do that, Sam?
Actually, we still can't hear you, Sam.
Oh, Professor Jernigan, you've got to introduce yourself.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Advantage.
Where's your
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Did we lose
She
her?
doesn't have anybody who knows technology in her house.
I know.
Why don't we move on and cover the rest of the team, and we can come back.
All right,
with
team two. I guess while we're dealing with technical
Well, we're
difficulty,
chatting.
Professor
I'm gonna
Elect.
call a technical on that. I think there was sabotage.
It's the only way we're going to win.
I like this. The intrigue builds. Did somebody from IS sabotage the computer? Did something go wrong? I like the sound of
You
it.
can't prove a thing.
They're going to write books about this someday. The first BC Faculty Feud and all the cheating that went on between the two teams. This is going to be pretty electric stuff down the
All
road.
right, can I ask though, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I have a different microphone now, sorry. So I'm Stephanie Jernigan. I feel like I've started off on the wrong foot, but anyway, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm Shalade, and this is so exciting. Thanks for joining. I hope that we don't disappoint.
I'm Jonathan Beebe, and even muted, our team will win.
Hi, Linda Boardman-Liu, bringing up the fourth position for the team, keeping an eye on the technical support person over there on the other side.
Very fair. You know, you never know who you can trust nowadays online. But you can trust me. I'm the captain tonight for everybody. So let me give you the rules to begin with. We're going to start with a coin flip question. Very easy. And it's up to both captains. So what you're going to do is when that question comes up, type your answer to the question into the chat. Whoever gets it first and gets it correct first will have control of the board, and their team will take the first question. And when we do the regular gameplay, it's going to be just like Family Feud, but a little bit better. We'll have 10 questions in the game, alternating between IS and the business analytics teams. The question will appear on screen. Whoever's in control will have an option to give a response to that question based on all the students we've surveyed. If you get all 5 correct responses in the 10 seconds allotted to each player, the points are yours. 3 strikes, you go to the next person on the other team. They need to get 1 correct answer to steal the points on the board, and then we move on to the next question. Pretty standard rules. Make sure nobody's on mute or else you're going to be in huge trouble, even though I really technically have no real power here. I'm just supposed to say that to you. But just remember, be unmuted. It just helps everything move along a lot smoother. Beyond that, we'll get through those questions, give you regular point updates, and at the end of the game, we got a bonus question for everyone. So let's get into the coin flip question. Captains, are you ready?
We're on the chat, right?
Yep. So name the first thing students do when they're done with classes for the week. Oh. All right, so Professor Jernigan was the first one in with working out.
Oh,
So there it is, but let's see.
So close.
Professor Kane, a topic near and dear to many seniors' hearts today. Mary Ann's, rest in peace. Oh, and it does not appear Mary Ann's is on the board.
Oh.
So that means business analytics team, you've got control of the board for the first question. Congratulations. And again, rest in peace, Mary Ann's.
Mhm.
Let's see what that first question is. So name a place that students go to read in peace on campus. And I want you to be specific. When that music plays, Professor Jernigan, you are up with the 10 seconds. So let's see the board.
BAPS library.
Baps, let's see who's up there. Hot start right off the bat. All right, Professor Alev, let's see if you can follow it up.
I'll go with O'Neill.
2 in a row, they're heating up here. Professor Beebe, let's see if you can keep the streak alive.
Connor's Honors Library.
Oh, well done. 3 for 3. Professor Boardman-Lew, can we go 4 for 4 here?
That little place over in Gasson with all the bean bags? I think I should know what it is.
Yes.
I'm sorry to let you know, but that is not going to be an answer. But there are 2
That's where
strikes.
I go.
1 answer left. Professor Jernigan, can you get one of those 2?
That green space outside St. Mary's.
Sorry, but that is also incorrect. Professor Alev, there are 2 questions left on the board with 1 strike left to give. Let's see.
Okay, I will go with the bridge in Stokes between North and South.
That's
Oh,
going to play
nice,
the night.
nice.
All right, Professor Beebe, this is for all the points. 1 strike, 1 question left. Let's see.
Mm.
10
Why are
seconds.
you doing this to me? Your dorm room.
Oh, no, Professor Beebe, I am sorry, but that means,
Those are good
Professor
answers.
Kane, you have one opportunity to steal here. 10 seconds. What do
So
you
it's
think?
to me and not to number 2. Can I get
You.
answers from my team?
No, you just have to think on your feet here.
Oh boy. Number 5. Stokes Coffee Shop.
That is incorrect. So those points are going to be going to the business analytics team. Let's see what that last answer was, though. The quad, right outside gas and can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's nice and sunny. Nothing better than that. However, we're going back to the IS team right now. Let's see if they can narrow that gap. So I want you to name something students never leave their dorm without. So because Professor Kane had the steal, Professor Karpovsky, you're going to start after that music plays. All right, Professor Karpovsky, you've got the first pick.
Laptop. What?
One of the options.
What are they
Professor Weiner,
doing?
let's see.
Phone.
George is not our turn.
Of
Nice.
course, you never leave without a phone. All right, Professor Ransbotham, what do you think?
A water bottle.
Good one.
Wrong. A lack of hydration on this campus. Back to you, Professor Kane. You've got 4 answers to possibly select and 1 strike left to give. Let's see.
Earphones, AirPods.
Nice.
That'll dance tonight. Professor Karpovsky, back to you.
A mask nowadays, right?
Mm.
They're heating up with 1 strike left to give. Professor Weiner, 2 answers left.
Backpack.
And back to Professor Ransbotham. 1 left for all the
Come
points.
on, Sam.
Jacket.
Oh.
So
Who
Professor
knows what's
Jernigan,
mine?
10 seconds for the steal. 1 answer left. Let's see. What are students not leaving their dorm room without?
BCID.
Oh,
Nice.
God.
Oh, well done, business analytics. And the board is yours again. Interesting that no students leaving the room without a book. Pretty statement about the state of academics here. But business analytics team, I want you guys to name something that students would never buy from a dining hall. We're going to start with Professor Alab.
Oh, that's difficult. Anchovies?
That'll play. All right, Professor Beebe, what's something else nobody should ever buy from a dining hall?
Water.
That's a great answer.
Not tonight, but Professor Boardman-Lew, let's see if you can pick up the slack a little bit.
Honestly, the Asian food is just, no.
That's also not going to be an answer tonight. But Professor Jernigan, you got one strike left to give, 4 answers on the board. Let's see.
Oh. I have no idea.
That's 3 strikes. So IS department, you've got no points on the board. This is a very easy steal right now for Professor Kane because he is up in the rotation. 10 seconds, 1 of 4 answers. What should nobody ever buy from a dining hall?
Dessert.
I am sorry, but those 40 points are going to be going to the business analytics team. We still need the IS team to pick something up and get some of those points on the board. But let's see what nobody should buy from a dining hall before we move on. Hot dog. Screaming Eagle.
What is that?
Veggies. That's probably not good. Hard-boiled
Hard-boiled
eggs.
eggs.
I can't believe that was not higher. The thought of buying a hard-boiled egg at a dining hall pre-packaged gives me hives to think about. So now we're going to move on to a score update. Sorry to say, but InfoSystems doesn't have a single point on the board. And Business Analytics has a commanding 235-point lead to IS's 0. So let's move on to the 4th question today. All right.
I thought these were golf rules.
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe next week. Who knows? But I would be remiss if I did not mention that we are doing a Patagonia raffle. Attendees, put your name in the chat box. It is blowing up right now. A lot of
Exactly.
Wow. What's happening?
Now we know why they're here.
I like to think that it might be to see everybody compete, but maybe it is just for Patagonia. Who knows?
See my Eagles.
All right. Well, question 4. IS department, you're up. Professor Karpovsky, you're going to be the first to answer. How many buildings on campus does a student visit per day? This is for some much needed points on the board for you guys.
5.
5, that'll play. All right, Professor Weiner, what's it going to be?
4.
Nice, George.
That'll also work. Professor Ramsbotham, no
So close to
strikes.
5.
3.
They're on fire right now. Is this for the points they
We
desperately
know numbers.
Professor Kane?
Information Systems Department can count. Thank you.
You all do zeros and ones.
6.
That's 6 for Professor Kane.
Oh, no.
Professor Karpovsky, 2 strikes, 2 answers to get. Back to you.
2. Going the other way.
2. All right, Professor Weiner, you've got 2 strikes of breathing room, 1 answer left. What's it going to be?
1.
That is not correct. So, Professor
It's an
Ramsbotham,
outlier
1
here.
strike left, 1 answer on the board. This is for those much needed points.
7.
And they're on the board.
Awesome.
Who would have thought IS department finally putting some points
To
up there?
randomly
Well
guess
done.
numbers and have it work out.
In order.
Yes, exactly.
I wrote
Thanks
an
for
R
having
script
it.
to do it.
All right. Question number 5 for the business analytics department. And I believe Professor Boardman-Liu is going to be up first on this one. I want you guys to name the most popular time of a day for a student to take a nap after that music plays. All right, Professor Boardman-Liu, what do you think?
In the afternoon.
That is not a time of day. That is just a general.
Oh, no. Hour of the
Just-
day. An hour of the day. You want an hour of the day, Jacob?
Yes,
Hey,
I
we're-
do. I am
Jacob,
sorry.
we raised you
What I'm
better,
looking for.
Jacob. We raised you better, Jacob. Hour of the day.
I have to apologize, but I mean, the rules are the rules. If you have any issues, pick them up with Dean Graff and
Hey, they let Connor's library slide. We'll let that go.
well, Professor Jernigan, specific hours of the day to take a nap.
3 p.m.
3 p.m., quite popular. Professor Lev, what do you think?
I'll go with 1 p.m.
Also on the board, Professor Beebe.
2 p.m.
Where'd you get that
morning one.
number.
That is the most popular time to take a nap. Well done. Professor Borman-Lou, back to you.
Noon?
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
but it's not
God.
noon either.
How am I so
Professor
bad at
Jernigan,
this?
2 answers left, 1 strike to give. What do you think? Popular times to take a nap?
Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, sorry. 4 p.m.
All right, Professor Lev, 10 seconds. Last question. This is for the points.
Okay, 5 p.m.
Not 5 p.m. So for the opportunity to steal, Professor Kane, the last remaining of the top 5 popular times to take a nap on campus.
7 p.m.
Not 7 p.m. So you might have been thinking whole numbers, but I'm going to throw you for a little loop here. Let's see what that last answer.
4:30.
No,
4:30 p.m. Always nice to take a nap on a half-hour time, you know? Switch it up a little bit. But those points are going to be going to the business analytics team. However, IS, back to you. And when the music plays, Professor Karpovsky, name something a student buys from the bookstore.
I really hope they buy a book.
I would also hope so. Professor Weiner,
Pens.
school supplies, that'll dance. Professor Ransbotham,
Clothes.
3 answers, no misses. Professor Kane, let's see.
Laptop, Apple Gear. I'm like 0 for 12.
Professor
Captain, my
Karpovsky,
captain.
let's see if you can do better than Professor Kane.
BC apparel.
Also no. Professor Weiner, what are your thoughts?
A water bottle.
Yes!
It's finally it's on the board.
Professor Ransbotham, 1 answer left, 1 strike to give. Let's see.
Candy.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but that is not the correct answer. Professor Beebe, to steal, 1 question remaining. What do you think?
I'm gonna say a bag, like a book bag or something.
I'm sorry, but that is not correct. IS, those points are coming back. Let's see what that
That was
left.
hard work, guys.
A
Oh,
lanyard.
I never would have gotten that.
So
That
question
was on the tip of my tongue.
Professor Borman-Lou, after the music plays, why might a student go home for the weekend?
To see their lover. Girlfriend or
With
boyfriend?
accent.
Well, everybody loves romance,
Oh my
but it's not an
God.
answer tonight. Professor Jernigan, why might a student go home for the weekend?
I think to get some sleep.
To get some sleep.
No.
God forbid any student on campus is sleeping either. Professor Olev, 5 answers on the board, 1 strike left to give. What do you think?
Annual anniversaries or birthdays? Celebrations?
Celebrations.
Yeah.
That's going to dance. All right. Professor Beebe, back to you. What do you think it's going to be?
Laundry.
Going from the bottom to the top on this list, Professor Borman-Lou. Let's see if you can keep it going.
Go shopping on your parents' dime.
Not a bad idea. Oh, correct.
Okay, these are why my kid comes home.
However, IS department, for some much needed points, I believe I lost my track. Honor system, who would be up from the IS department to take this skill right now?
I don't know how this works.
Well, you're up.
Food.
The steal points to the IS
one.
department. Well done. Let's see what those other 2 answers were. Either dog.
Family ranks below dog.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
the dog doesn't pay their tuition.
That's
Right.
the truth. And now for a score update. Business Analytics still in the lead with 330 points. However,
Oh,
Information Systems
We're
Closing
on
the
the
gap
board.
very rapidly. 250 points with 3 questions left and a bonus. Let's see where we're going to be after this. But first, IS has another opportunity to close that gap. So when the music plays, Professor Kane, team captain, name something most students know how to cook.
Pasta.
One more
Now
time.
Pasta. Pasta.
That's going to play. Professor Karpovsky.
Hot dog that I'm buying at the store.
Both ends of the list. Well done,
Awesome.
Professor Weiner.
What's that stuff? The noodle stuff? Ramen.
Nice.
Instant ramen. Professor Ransbotham. No misses so far.
Grilled cheese.
They are on fire. Professor Kane to bring it home with no strikes.
Hamburger.
Might have spoken too soon. Professor Karpovsky, 2 strikes to give now.
Frozen food.
Professor Weiner, can you save these points?
Soup.
Soup is incorrect.
What are they
They
cooking?
can't steal it. They can't steal it. They don't know what they're talking about. Don't worry.
Going back to business analytics, Professor Jernigan, 10 seconds, 1 answer to steal. What do you think that answer is?
Cookies?
It is not cookies. Let's see what it was.
Eggs.
Eggs. Oh.
Eggs. And those points, back to the IS department, we have got ourselves a game.
Oh,
Question 9. When that music plays, Professor Lev, name something students do when they're procrastinating.
Okay, I would say watching Netflix, Hulu.
Watching Netflix, that'll play. All right, Professor Beebe.
Watching YouTube.
Watching YouTube, Professor Borman Lou.
Like snap, right? Snap each other like crazy people.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Professor Jernigan, no strikes so far. 2 answers left.
what about surf the web?
Oh,
Professor Lev, 2 strikes to give, 2 answers on the board.
Oh, cleaning, housekeeping.
I like to get procrastination clean. Apparently, my peers do
So
not.
optimistic.
Professor Beebe, 1 strike left to give.
Sleeping.
Professor Borman Lou, 1 answer, 1 strike. This is for the points.
call their family.
Also an optimistic guess. IS, Professor Ransbotham, to steal. What's that remaining answer?
Exercise.
Oh,
Oh, snap.
Incorrect. Let's see what that answer was.
I have lost faith in all these students.
Eat.
Procrastination cleaning, procrastination eating. Cannot eat it. All right, last question. Professor Kane, after that music plays, name popular apps that students use. As the IS department, I will be disappointed if there is 1 strike on this board after this.
TikTok.
TikTok, Professor Karpovsky.
Uber.
Yes, but no, Professor Weiner.
Strange times.
Instagram.
Professor Ransbotham.
Facebook.
Not anymore.
Too old,
Professor
too old.
Kane.
Snap. Snapchat.
Snapchat will dance tonight, Professor Karpovsky.
Twitter.
Not Twitter. Professor Boardman Lou, 2 answers remaining for the steal. What do you think one of those apps is?
I'm going Spotify.
Ooh.
Not.
Oh,
Let's see what those remaining 2 answers were. Dating apps and Get Mobile. Everybody's looking for love nowadays. All right.
10-point game.
Wow.
Going into the bonus question.
So close.
Business analytics, 420 points. IS, 410 points with a 100-point question left on the board. This is danger time. This is when it gets crazy. Let's see what's going to happen here. So before you answer this question, let me give you the rules very quickly. You have 30 seconds as a team for your team members to send their responses to this in the chat. Whoever has the most points, which is business analytics right now, will answer out loud first after those 30 seconds. If they are correct, the points are theirs. If they are wrong, IS has an opportunity to take those 100 points and win the game for themselves. So we're going to start the 30 seconds. What is a show that many students have watched this semester? Chat to your captain. And just remember, doesn't necessarily need to be Tiger King like Professor Beebe has on his background. It could be something a little bit older than that. So just keep that in mind, a little food for thought. But let's start those 30 seconds and see.
Bring it to me, team.
No idea. I can type what I've been watching.
All right, that's time up. Professor Jernigan. For 100 points. The seal of victory. What do you think?
My team says Friends.
Mm.
Oh,
On the right track, but that would be incorrect. Let's also not forget that Seinfeld is a superior daytime sitcom to Friends and has much higher rewatchability. I would like that on the record. All right, Professor Kane, to win the game, what is the most watched show that students surveyed said?
I need some better answers here, team.
Don't beg.
No.
Fleabag.
It is not Fleabag. So let's see what that answer is.
oh,
Oh,
I
should
told
have gotten that one.
that was Linda's answer.
Hmm.
10
Right.
game. One of the closest I've ever seen, which is not saying a lot because I've only seen one official. Business analytics team with 420
Have a recount. This has been
It's out.
totally unfair.
information system
You
team.
need to rewatch this.
410 points.
Fake
Congratulations to
news.
business analytics. You are our inaugural Faculty Feud winners. Well done.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob.
deserved.
Good
Well
job.
done, guys. This is incredible. A lot of fun. So if you like this, and hopefully I don't get fired before the next one, Accounting versus Portico, save the date, Thursday, December 3rd. Same time, be there, be square. I'll see you guys there. Thank everybody
That was
for showing
fun.
up.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah, that was
everyone.
awesome.
Great
Thanks.
job, Jacob.
Thank you.
Good host.
Night.